And we're live. Hello, my naysayers. Welcome back to the Nation B Show. I'm so happy to have you. So, we're going to do our little podcast format today. Today, we are talking about the Love and Hip Hop Season 10, Episode 11, Face the Music episode. That was this Monday. And so, we're just going to get into it because I mean, it wasn't a lot to it, but it kind of was. So, anywho, if you have not done so, please do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel. We are getting it popping over here, and we discuss TV shows and other things. I'll get more, diverse as my YouTube channel grows. But you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on my favorite TV shows? Then holla at me. So anyway, we opened up with Spice packing for her press tour in New York, and we see her babies. And Carly shows up, hating on her daughter Jasmine, and she's like, I want to introduce her boyfriend to somebody else. And I'm like, it's always the mamas who never were good examples of, you know, one half of a relationship. They always want to try to steer you in the left ass direction. But anyway, and Spice tells her that her boyfriend has a problem with her dancing and her music and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, so he must be gonna like retire you and take care of you the rest of your life, because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he think you gonna do then. Like, this man met you on Love and Hip Hop as Spice, as the queen of dance hall, as someone who had moved to Atlanta to expand her brand and so on and so forth, blow up as she has, get a place as she has, bring her children over here as she has. So, I'm good with Spice. You know what I'm saying? So like, the last thing I would want her to do is to get with your stupid ass and try to change because you uncomfortable. The fuck? Like, child. Anyway, so then we see Rennie Rucci, and she's out at the gym with her gay homeboy, and she's still mad at her mom, and she's gonna go on tour with Kevin Gates. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She just needs to find out what she's gonna do with her kids. And I'm like, okay. So, and then side note, like, do y'all really be wearing them wigs to the gym? Because I'm just like, it seems like every time I see somebody at the gym on these reality shows, they be having a wig on. And I'm just like, is like, so you really like get ready to go to a gym and put a wig on? Like, I just be like, the gym is like a perfect place for you to throw a scarf on or like a cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get away with like something like that to cover up the Celie in the prison braids. You know what I'm saying? So I just be confused. Like, folks, is that a real thing? Let me know in the comments. So anyway, unfortunately, Erica shows up on my screen, and she's. I wish I could say she's playing the victim in the hospital, but based on the way Safari treats her, I mean, unfortunately, even though I don't, y'all know I don't like her like that, she still doesn't. I don't feel like anyone just deserves to be treated the way that Safari treats her. And I feel like Safari is a grade A fuck nigga, and I'm sick of his ass. But more on that later. So, Scrappy ends up telling Safari that Erica was admitted to the hospital because she was having some complications, and they were babysitting. They, meaning Scrappy and Bambi, were babysitting Maji. And I'm just like, how, like, okay, like, this is just so ass backwards, but let me mind my business. And by the way, Xylo, I think that's the baby name, the middle child of Bambi and Scrappy. She's so cute and she is so nosy. Like, she be all off in the camera, she be all off in the convo. Like, that's the one y'all gonna have to watch because she gonna be getting all the tea when grown folks be talking. But she's so adorable. But anyway, so basically, as Safari and not Safari, Scrappy and ultimately Bambi let Safari in on what time it really is. Safari, in my humble opinion, just seems to be sitting there waiting on them to shut the fuck up, because I don't really see any type of remorse, any type of real compassion or care. I just feel like Safari does not want to be married, and he's just tired of pretending like he is, and he's just trying to, like, let it be what it is, so that Erica can go ahead and file for divorce and he can move on with his life. Because I just don't see him as a man who really wants to be in a family. Like, it's so funny to me how we watch these folks a whole damn season go back and forth and never show any real affection towards one another, especially him towards her. But then the first thing I see that's anywhere remotely close to you guys being, reconciled or on good terms is Erica shaking her fake ass on him in the club. like some random thought. And I'm not saying it's anything wrong with shaking your ass in the club on your husband. Like, do you, boo? But what I'm saying is, it's interesting to me that the first scene or any inclination that we get to see that y'all are somewhat on good terms is of this. This is y'all debut to show us that y'all good. Like, come on, come on, love yourself, sis. Like I said, I don't fuck with you like that. But the key to getting the fuck up out of this dark ass hole you in, referred to as Safari, you need to love yourself because you are not conducting yourself like a woman who loves herself. And just think about if you wanted Maji being treated that way, or if you wanted your beautiful baby legend to treat a woman like that. I'm sure you would not. So but anyway, then we see young baby Tate. She shows up and she's saying how she may move to LA, and there are a lot of different labels interested in her. And I'm like, oh, you go, girl. I'm like, see what happened when you erase these fuck niggas from your life? See, now you just glowing up and having options and shit. You go, girl. So then we see Scrappy and Mama D. They meet at her house, and Mama D is at her baby girl T. And I was like, you just had to remind us how ghetto you was, Mama D. Like, it's just, I said, is that a baby girl T? Like, where did you even get that from, Mama D? Like, and then it's like I could just see Mama D in the store, like, baby girl, get baby girl, guess that's me, baby girl, Let me, we got that in my size, yep, in that order. This, like, I could just see her purchasing that motherfucker like it was lit. But anyway, I love me some Mama D. So I would have to say after Ratchet Mom, she's probably my favorite. She is problematic as hell because that shit still wasn't cool when she did that little obituary for Bambi's mom. But we gonna just let her slide because she probably didn't take her meds that day. But anyway, she stirs up all this drama with Scrappy, saying that the Bam is going to divorce him and take him for everything he got and blah blah blah. And he ain't learned from the situation with Diamond. I'm like, damn, I forgot him and Diamond used to date. Like, okay. But I'm just like, honestly, I feel like Mama D, just like most of these reality show mamas, just wanted her moment because we ain't seen her all season. Because as soon as she got in the season, she was starting shit in Dubai. Now here she is back with shit, stirring up shit with Scrappy and the Bam. And we all know that you fucks with the Bam, and you don't want Scrappy back in these streets, and you don't want Bambi not to be his wife. So just quit with the shit. I just feel like she just wanted her moment, and she just wanted Scrappy to understand the severity of the situation. And she probably knows that because he's very pigheaded and he's not very open to reason, he's a person that I've noticed he you get a reaction out of him after he sees and feels something. For example, when they had the family reunion and Bambi and Erica, his child's mother, they had a moment, and that smoothed over his relationship with Erica. So they can co-parent and all that good shit. And he's like, wow. So because he got to see Bambi and Erica have that exchange and see the peace that came from that, and he got to feel, wow, these black women, I'm so blessed and appreciative. Therefore, he understands. Therefore, he's moved by this situation. But I feel like just trying to tell Scrappy something, it just is not. So I feel like if Mama D had came to him like, son, you need to like kind of like Safari's mom did, which to no avail because here we are. But like Safari's mom did, just kind of be real with him and just tell her like, I'm embarrassed, like you weren't raised like that. You can do better. Don't treat her like that. Like I don't feel like it would have gone over well with Scrappy because everything she said, I'm sure he would have had a rebuttal just like he does with Bambi when she tries to air her grievances with him. So I feel like Mama D just knows her son. And even though he did get upset, I feel like it was still like he got upset because he knows that this could actually happen and he's mad. Opposed to he's just being defensive about what his mom is bringing to him. So anyway, then we see Spice. She's in New York and she's promoting her album and she's on the Wendy Williams show. And I'm like, look at Wendy making her love and hip hop debut. Okay, girl, you better do it. And Spice says that she's single, and when she gets back home, her dude is not happy about that. And she's like, well, I mean, hell, you took all my pictures out the house, and we haven't been talking like that. And of course, he had to storm out or whatever. And I'm just like, man, that sucks because it seemed like her kids really like him and, like they were in a good space. But at the same time, fuck that shit. Get your ass out then because I don't know who you think you are. Like, y'all niggas really be wanting so much for nothing. Like, you want this woman to end her career basically for you. Then you want her to sit up here claiming you to the highest heavens. And like she say, when I flash my ring finger, ain't no ring on it. Therefore, I'm single. Hello? Hello? Because that's exactly how the fuck I feel. Last time I filed my taxes, I said single. God damn it. So until it don't say single no more, I'm fucking single. And you can take it how you want it. Like, that's another video for another day. Anywho, then we get to Rennie and her mom, and they meet up, and I'm just kind of over them. Like, honestly, y'all could have just, no defense, Rennie, I think you're cool or whatever, but you could have just not been on this show. Like, you could have been on one of them zoo shows or something. Because, again, I know this, but like this shit, they just threw you on this show. You and your mama beefing like everybody else on the show. They mama's beefing. Then you got these kids your mama taking care of. She's saying you on drugs, but you want, like, girl, just go to therapy. Like, just go to therapy. Figure out like a grandparenting plan. Holla at me if you need to do so. I'm a family mediator. I will hook you up. And just go from there. Like, y'all don't need Love and Hip Hop. I mean, cool. Now we know who you are. When people go to the Kevin Gates tour, they'll be looking for you. So take and use Love and Hip Hop for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We have met you. We appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart. But we don't need to see you next season. Okay. So you and your mama just go to therapy, work on your relationship, keep grinding, keep doing you. And when your singles and stuff start popping and you start popping up on my YouTube with the videos and shit, I'ma fuck with you. So, anywho, then Erica, she's back at home and she realizes that no, I realized, I'm sorry, I said she realizes, what the hell? I realized that I feel like they cut the timeline up, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention because I thought that when she was in that initial video, like the personal video, and she was in the hospital, I thought that she said she was pregnant. Or I mean not pregnant. I thought she said that she had given birth, and like, I don't know, I was under the impression that the baby was here already, but apparently not. So I guess it was just during her pregnancy she had some type of complication and a scare or whatever. So now she's back home, and Maji's godmom was watching her. And I'm like, I'm peeping them Amazon boxes outside. Somebody been laid up in the hospital shopping, I see. But anyway, um, you know, there's a lot of crocodile tears, and basically just a continuation of all the tears she's been giving us all fucking season. And I'm sorry, y'all, for being unenthused, but it's just like to have seen. I don't know if y'all saw her kissing the Mina butterfly with the whipped cream, and then twerking all on Safari last weekend in the videos and shit. But like, I just, I already don't fuck with them. But seeing that was just like, child, y'all about worse than Ray J and Princess. But again, I'm minding my business while telling y'all. So anyway, she crying to her friend and stuff, and oh, he only came to the hospital for a few minutes, then he left, and then he came back and then he left again, then he didn't come back, and she came back from the hospital by herself, and I'm just like, see, that just makes my stomach turn, and it's so indicative of that man not wanting to be with that woman. Period. And speaking of that, we end with the fuck boy of the year, and he's at his attorney's office because he's basically trying to get ahead of Erica, so to speak, because it's been put out that she's filed for divorce, and he wants to pretend like he gives a fuck, and he feels like she's gonna try to keep the babies from him. And I'm like, child, that girl ain't gonna do that, like, because she wants you to have a relationship with him. Like, you may have her fucked up, and she may be like retaliate, what's the word, she may retaliate, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, I don't, she just doesn't give me the vibe that she's going to try to do that, because first of all, I feel like she's going to try to have her own time away from the kids every now and then anyway, and then two, she's going, sorry y'all, some on the lip, she's going to want you to have a relationship with them, but ultimately, I feel like, just like what Bambi said, I feel like the divorce was the divorce filing was just to get his attention. And as a family mediator that handles divorces, I can definitely tell you that people oftentimes reach out for legal assistance, whether it's hiring an attorney, hiring a mediator, filing divorce papers, whatever, as a bargaining chip, as a way to put fear in someone, let a nigga know you ain't bullshitting, like that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because especially people with money to blow, it's nothing to do that. You know what I'm saying? My little $50 deposit ain't hurting nobody with a couple dollars. You see what I'm saying? So and then to the richer crowd, hundreds of dollars ain't really too much to be blowing here or there. You see what I'm saying? So that and we also learned, like I say, from Ray J and Prinky, that you can file all the divorces you want to. That don't mean you're gonna actually get divorced. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, yeah, he goes to the attorney, he tries to pump out these fake ass tears and pretend like, he's scared Erica's gonna try to keep the baby from him. And I was just like, Safari, honestly, I hate you. Like, forgive me, Lord, because we ain't supposed to hate people, but like, I really do, because you really are a fuck nigga. Like, you really are. Like, we were rooting for you, Safari. Like, we knew you was corny, but we thought at least like you knew how to treat a bitch right. You know what I'm saying? We thought Nikki just outgrew you. You was a little too nice for her. She need a nigga like Kenneth Petty with charges and felonies. You know what I'm saying? Don't say a lot, just sit back and observe, or to shoot a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we thought. You was a little too cornball, too in the streets, too, you want to be seen too. You want to be famous too. Like, Nikki can't be with nobody like that. Nikki need a nigga like her husband who know his role. Okay, when they go out, he stand to the side. She get her pictures. Then she walk. She put her hand out. He hold it and he follow. You see what I'm saying? When they on the couch with Rihanna and them, he chilling in the photo with the baby. You see what I'm saying? Like, he ain't all there. We ain't never heard that nigga talk. I haven't, and I'm a bard. You know what I'm saying? But when she was dating your ass, we knew who the fuck Safari was. That ain't who Nikki is fuck. You see what I'm saying? So we was cool. Like, y'all just wasn't compatible like that. But then you got with Erica, and we was a little confused for a second. But then me being up on my zodiacs and shit, you know what I'm saying? You a Cancer, she a Scorpio. I was like, okay, cool, that be all right. You know what I'm saying? And again, you a cornball, but sometimes people who are like Erica and other type of people need cornballs. You see what I'm saying? So again, we was rooting for you. But then but then we all sitting up here looking crazy like Erica, trying to figure out what the fuck done happened, because suddenly the same person that was, oh, lucky to be with Erica, and oh, y'all done found love, and oh, y'all balance each other out, and oh, whatever, y'all could just be, love and hip hop royalty, so to speak. You know what I mean? Now you the fuck boy of the universe. Now you treating her like you can't stand her guts. This woman damn near died, got the damn near got sick. You and your child, probably because of the shenanigans you pulling during the pregnancy. On top of the fact you was rude to her the whole fucking pregnancy. As soon as you found out about the pregnancy, hell, before she was pregnant with that damn child. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, Safari, you suck. Like, you fucking suck. Like, you fucking suck. You fucking suck. So you need to just divorce that woman, or let her divorce you, or whatever. Give her anything, everything you want. Hire a couple good ass nannies and list a couple of good family members, so when you do have the kids, someone decent can watch them, because we know it won't be you. So let's just, move the fuck forward. If you need some, some advice, holla at me. Naisha Brown, JD, Ivy League mediation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get a free consultation, but you know we can work something out. You can definitely get a consultation, and I'll send you my payment info. All right. So anyway, it has been real. Thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, please put them in the comment box. I want to hear how you guys are feeling, what you guys are thinking. Again, it has been real. Like, comment, subscribe, share me, because you love me and I love you. It has been real. Toodles.